Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Today we are carrying on with our never-endless page ideas for junk journals. And I am now approaching number 19 on my list, which is vintage ledger page. Okay, so just taking that one concept, what can I do with vintage ledger and a junk journal? And there's about a million ideas, but these are just fun, fast ideas that might help you when you're decorating your junk journals. I did come across a ledger, an antique ledger that had beautiful blue paper, and you can tell this is very old because of the swooping of the calligraphy pens. That was a style that was done in the 1800s, early 1900s style. Very common back then. I have dated pages, but this one didn't have a date on it, but not that I can see anyway. I still love it, and it's still gorgeous, and I want to use it. So the first thing to ask yourself with ledger paper is it strong enough to survive a fold, or is it not? And if it is, it'll take you in one direction, and if it's not, you can still use it, but take it in other directions. Okay, so one idea is, all right, I think this paper, even though it's that old, it still has enough integrity to survive a fold. And I mean that it's not going to crack and fall apart when I fold it here. So my idea was, just move all these pieces. We'll use these in the other ideas coming up with the ledger paper. Okay, and come on in, little journal. I'm here. Oh, you sound just like Sunny. That is so odd. Okay, so here's an example of how to use it. I'll just use that as a page marker. But say this is the page, and I was going to do just a blank white page, and I thought it'd be fun to do something with it now. But I want to keep this intact because, as you can see, my ledger page is much bigger than my journal page. And there's different things that you can do with this if you want to keep the integrity of your page the same, if you don't want to cut it up or tear it up or something. Basically, it's a simple technique. All you do is you tuck it in this way, and you fold it over. And what you've done, if you can find out exactly the sweet spot, okay, so I know where to fold it now, so I'm just going to fold it over here because it's easier. Basically, I'm just going to fold it in half because I know it's going to fit already. But if you can get it to fit, you can always cut some off the bottom if it doesn't fit, and then you have a little extra piece you can use for something else if you want to do that. And that's a pretty good, I didn't even fold it evenly, but if I did, see that still has good integrity on it. That is not going to come apart. Okay, so then I can comfortably come along and do the wraparound, the old wraparound technique. It's a very simple technique, and what you can do is simply clip it on with a paper clip. And why I like this idea is it's easy. Anybody can do it. It preserves the integrity of your original old paper, and then you can let whoever receives it decide what they want to do with it. And you can also enjoy both sides. It has not been stuck down or glued down or anything like that. You're off and running. And you still have this entire page front and back for somebody to journal on. And you can decorate this up with a little rubber stamping or some page trim, whatever you like, some stenciling. But that would be one way to add a journal, an antique ledger page to your journal very easily. Okay, so let's advance to way number 2. Okay, so let's come along to advance to like more crumbly paper, something that probably will fall apart, doesn't have enough integrity on its own. It's been around a long time, and just a little concerned, you know what I mean? It would probably, like, pieces are already falling off up here. This came off up here from somewhere. So let's find a different page. Maybe we'll go, okay, that was in the first. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 signatures here. This is going to work out perfectly. So I'll just find a page in signature number 2 that could use a little loving. Now it can be decorated, a pretty background paper, or it could be plain, totally up to you. Maybe you want to see how it looks on the different papers, and what honors it the best, okay? And so I thought with this little guy, just something a little fun, a little different. Okay, now he would look nice on blue, because he will pop on blue. Okay, we have you. Maybe pop there. Oh, no. For some reason, what are you? I don't even know what. They have like a bling hanging off the edge there. I don't know what that meant or where it came from. Okay, but we have this. And we have that. There's like just so many things you could do with this. But I think what I'm going to do, this is kind of a cool piece. Let's take a closer look at it. I mean, the paper is broken, but it's like, look at half a pound of cake, 1 pear, 1 bread, 1 soap, 1 butter, sugar, eggs, netting, pickles, bananas, berries. I mean, you really get to see what people bought back then. I just think that's fascinating. I just love that stuff. So even like a little tiny section of this is just amazing to me. So let's take this really ratty stuff up here and let's, let me back up a little so you can see. Let's play with the rat of it all. Let us, instead of being upset this fell off, maybe we can use that in our design somehow. Maybe like showing its broken age, something like that. Now we might not get the whole thing on, or we're not necessarily locked into orienting everything upright. We could turn this and put a piece of this on its side. Yeah, we could totally do that. Okay, so I'm just going to take a random shot here, and I'm just going to tear this here, because I know this paper is going to tear anyway, so I'm okay with that. And it's kind of fun for somebody else to come along and discover. Okay, and I kind of like the way that fits together. Yeah, I might just glue that right on there and just leave that be and just have it be a just a visual intrigue piece. It doesn't even have to be a functional pocket or tuck. Not everything has to be a functional pocket or tuck. Sometimes it's just nice to open a page and there's nothing to do there other than admire or inspect. Now there's also interesting things on this side. We have salmon, rice, eggs, a gallon of oil, and some netting. And, you know, I mean, those are the tough calls in a junk journaler's life. Do I glue it down so we never get to see what's on the other side? Yeah, sometimes I do. Okay, so I'm just going to take some good old, I got to unscrew my Fabrifix, my little container there. Okay. When I say unscrew it, it really means just twisting it so that I can get it out of my water bottle. Like store it in an upside down, cut apart water bottle. All right, there we go. So this is the first piece, and I'm just going to use that to cover the hole. I don't know, I don't mind the hole, it's just there, but okay. So we've got lots of room to put this, and I'm going to put that natural break in there, and maybe I even want to create another break. I mean, look at me go. I could create another natural break in this and spread the design out a little bit across the page. Yeah, you can do that because it's your stuff. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's just do that and see where it takes us. And we don't know. And honestly, every time I sit down and I look at my list of different, like these ideas, these page list of ideas that can, you can make different, the one concept and make something 4 different ways. It's often never the same 4 different ways because there's an unlimited number of ways that you can use your papers. So it just kind of gives you a launching place or a starting point to inspire yourself so that you can go to the next step. And let's see that. I kind of like that. I like showing where it came from. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I just like that. It's almost like finding an old broken treasure map. And it's a fun way to honor these old pieces without altering them too much. I mean, they have beautiful natural aging all on their own. Some of these things don't need our help. And if you don't have something like this, you could make a faux one, a facsimile, one that you hand make and age the paper and then tear it up. Okay, yeah. Now, if you wanted, this is not necessary, but since we're here and we're playing, you could take our old friend. Why don't I sharpen our old friend? Okay, this is our old friend. Aquarel Stabilo pencil in number 8046. It's a dissolvable graphite pencil. And I'm going to use my ever favorite Derwent pencil sharpener. I love this pencil sharpener. I mean, you know how, you know, some tools you're okay with, but some tools you just really love. I really love this pencil sharpener just because it just sharpens my pencils exactly the way I want. Now here, I'm going to stick my big foot in my mouth. This time it's probably not going to work. But 1, 2, 3. I'll just give it 3. Look at that, baby. Isn't that nice? I know. And sometimes with these colored pencils and that, it's hard to get pencil sharpeners that don't break the edges off constantly. So now with all this fabulousness, get my chair organized. Here's my little water palette. There we go, my water bowl. And you don't have to do this. This is just because I'm here and having fun with you guys. So, okay. So I'm going to draw around, like loosely draw, don't heavy push, just kind of light push, but lay the pigment down. It'll move better if it's a light. It'll move no matter what, but it's just kind of fun. And it doesn't have to be exact. You can just kind of roam around. You're half paying attention. You're trying to stay on the border, but you might jump onto the item. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, here we go. Using my finger. Can you see? Let me take you closer. All right, there. All right, here we go. Da, 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 da. Look at it, just like a bloom of grunge. So if you like the grunge, steampunky kind of looks, this can really give you that. And it really doesn't take much talent. I mean, you can be more specific with your lineage than I am, but it gives a nice hue, you know, around, like a blooming, a blossoming of darkness around to emphasize the pieces. So let's back up again so you can see what we got. Of what we got. Yeah, and there we go. A little bit more there, a little more blooming clear. I missed it a little bit. Okay, a little here. Okay, yeah, see that. All right, and there we go. I mean, that's super easy, right? And you could get something else at the top here. I mean, what can we put at the top there? Hold on. Here's a great stamp. Classified. I have no idea where I got this. I probably bought it used on eBay, or I found it at the thrift shop. Oops. And I'm going to use my Distress Ink Black Soot color. And I will now stamp this stamp. Just something up there, I don't know, just to balance it out a little bit. You don't have to do this, which is fun. Okay, see how I should put it on an angle. Oh, well, too late. Okay, there we go. Let me show you. Yeah, I mean, classified. Oh, and now they're going to really want to look at that because they're going to try and figure out. They don't realize it's just somebody's shopping list from 100 years ago, but hey, it's still cool. I think people's shopping lists for 100 years ago are so cool. It doesn't take much to excite me. No. Okay, all right. So that was number 2, right? All right, let's move along and find a new place in here. Let's move into the third signature. So basically what you're doing is you're taking one idea and you're sprinkling it throughout your junk journal in different ways. It's going to look different to the obviously the clipped on page looks completely different from the I can't find it now. Nope. The other page we just made, the one with the classified. Yeah, it's gone forever. Look at that. Swallowed by the junk journal itself. Yep, gone forever. Never to be seen again. No, bye. Bye. There it is. Okay. Right? Same concept, altered as we go through. Okay, so here we go. Now, number 3 signature. Let's find a page. This is a nice page. This is a like resume writing paper, fancy schmancy. No, it's not. I lied. It is scrapbook paper, double-sided with linen finish. How easy it is to fool me in 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, I have this section of a ledger, which I think is really pretty. I like the writing, but I want to use it in a different way. So let's take a page from this, maybe something with a lot of writing on it. And I came across some game cards. I think I got these. I definitely got these at the thrift store, but bunch of game cards. And these make great pocket or tuck bases. So it's nice thickness, it gives you a little oomph, and you can glue stuff to it. So what I thought I might do is take this. I've got room for 1, 2. Yeah, there's definitely room for 2 here. So let me just turn this over. Let's see where the writing is. So I know where the writing is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make that fold there. And this is paper that would probably break. It's not the strongest because it's very old. So but reinforcing it with something like an index card, a playing card, a game card, something like that can give it new life. So let's see. Now you could definitely do a glue stick here. So what I would recommend is that you take what you want face up and turn it the other way. And then just take these. You want to probably test it to make sure it covers, and if it doesn't, it's not totally opaque, maybe you like that, or maybe you want to put a layer of white or something underneath it. That's okay with like a piece of printer paper or something. Okay. All right, there. Okay, so we're going to get another one. A little more glue. This is what? My Scotch Create glue stick, permanent glue stick. This is my favorite glue stick. It just I don't know, it's gooey and sticky, but it lasts a long time, and it's big and chunky, and it'll hold even light fabric projects together well, which is kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to try and use the top of that as done already. Okay, so now I'm going to use the crunch of the paper, give myself a little room here, to maybe I can just do most of the work, because the paper is brittle, so it should come apart on the edges, which is now our advantage, because maybe we don't need to file or anything. Maybe it's just going to be beautifully adhered exactly where we want it, removing, oh, I got a little edge there, removing the need to trim or file or anything like that. Let's see how we do. Maybe it's all just imagining in my mind how easy it will be, and it won't be. I've done this a million times before, so I know it works, but sometimes you'll get little tails and you might want to trim those off, but it can make a lot of the hard work easy. So don't worry if you get a crinkly paper. Embrace your crinkly, crunchy papers that want to disintegrate into dust, because sometimes that characteristic of wanting to disintegrate into dust before your eyes can turn to be to your advantage. Now let's say you're fuffling with some edges here, and it's not going as smoothly as planned, which always happens in the craft room. Get your old friend sanding block out there, and you just do one of these maneuvers. On the rough side, I would say, makes it easier. And you can just shave off these little babies with very minimal effort. And it gives a soft edge. You can trim it, and it'll give you a little bit of a harder edge. But if you want a soft edge, and the fact that you're using a stiffer, like Trivial Pursuit card under it, it's going to be very nice. Very nice edges. Yeah. Yeah, nice, eh? Yeah, I know, it's really nice. Okay, these, I even honestly think I could improve this a little bit. Now let's show this, because this happens too. Sometimes you're going to get a little bit of over it, like it broke off too close to the edge there. I'm showing a little bit of the green. I just realized this will sand that green off, so you can't even see the green anymore, so it's not even an issue. Or you could come in and edge them, ink them with something to just absorb that little area so it's not in your face. I didn't quite make it to the edge. Green. Okay, so let's get my dauber drawer won't open. Come on, little dauber drawer. No, apparently. Okay, I gotta take out my pencil drawer so I can get my dauber drawer open. And here's a little trick. I mean, this is not rocket science again, but you can dip your dauber often has a lot of ink in it already. Of course, now you have this. Okay, and Kleenex. But you can just wet it a little bit, and then you're going to get some pretty intense colors right away. Look at that one. That was a good one, huh? Yeah, so there's nice brown on there. It's probably a mix of walnut stain and a vintage photo and gathered twigs, because I use just one brown dauber for all my browns, because, you know, how many brown daubers does a woman need? Some folks are much more organized than me, but I really love making these things because I think they're so pretty and they're real. I mean, that's actually somebody's handwriting on there. Hey, money was refunded. That really happened. That went down, okay? This isn't like some faux pre-printed thing. No, this is real. Yeah, that really, I don't know. I love that. I mean, honestly, the person who receives it might not even know that. They might think it's printed. And there's nothing wrong with printed, don't get me wrong, but I know it's real. And that just makes me feel good. There's my, don't recap your glue because it will last you longer. So did we have a pretty page? Here's a pretty page. Let's look at this one. All right, let me get y'all comfy like. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, now let's just see what it looks better on. We could do an upsy-downsy. We could do two and have two regular pockets. I like upsy-downsies. And that's nice contrast, boy, there. That's really good, though. But that's very pretty in itself. These are the tough decisions in life. I mean, one is, they're just different. You know what I mean? They're just, I'm feeling this one. For some reason, I just want to go here. Okay, I'm going there. I'm not going to fight the urge. I'm just going there. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to do an upsy-downsy, which in my strange language, is an upper and a lower tuck. I'm not even going to do a pocket. I'm just going to glue the top of this one, place it here. There we go. All right. Oh, made apple. He made apple something. Or apple, like what was he making? I don't know. Did I cut it? Oh, this goes together. Oh, it was an application for the second and third. Oh, that is so, oh, I don't even know if you can see that. I thought, oh, now I'm moving it. Oh, let me bring, you come to me. Okay, you come to me. You come down here. I thought he was making apple pie or something, but it turns out it was an application. Oh, for the second and third something. Yeah, why can't I move in here? I have room. I have room. I cleaned my desk a little bit. I'm back in the camera. There. Okay, that was the line. Okay, so now we all know what it was. All right, but we'll let somebody else think it said apple. I think it's kind of cool, right? I'm sure they worked with a lot of apples back then. Yeah, I mean, hey, my grandfather would always tell the story about how the cows got into the apple orchard and they ate all the green apples off the tree and then they bloated with gas. And if you know anything about farming and cows, you don't want bloated cows under any circumstances. I mean, I think they can blow up, you know, something with the story. That's probably true, but they are uncomfortable for sure. And he took a pipe and he pierced it through the side. Okay, maybe this is too much for this channel, but anyway, he relieved the cows of the gas, and apparently that was the way it was done. And so I'm sure others have similar stories. I mean, that was just life on the farm, you know. You basically relieve the gas any way you could, and it was an emergency. You had to go to the extreme. And I don't actually know what happened to the cows in the long run, but that was the story how Grandpa did it. Like it was just another day on the farm. Just walked over there with this pipe and pop, yeah. So there you go. So now you could also glue these in little U shapes and they would be contained pockets, but now I can actually get something bigger in there if I wanted to, you know, for example, tuck something like this in here. These aren't dry yet, but I could easily slide something in there like that, okay? And then you could decorate these up more if you wanted to, but that's number 3, an easy way to use your really cool pieces of your ledger, especially if they're crumbly or they fall apart. And we're going to go on to number 4 now. Okay. Okay. Pages make that noise. It's not me. All right, this is kind of a cool page. Let's see what we can do with that. So I have this left over. I still like that, but I just used that in here, and maybe I want to use a different piece, a different corner, a different style. Totally up to you. I mean, you could even build a frame or something like that. That would be cool. Okay. Another day, dear. Another day. Okay. So here is another piece of antique ledger, and I think it's a really cool piece. This came from, this was a taxi service. You see how it says Coach and Spears? It was a coach service, which was the taxi service back then, and $5, that was a lot. I mean, I put like $5 today to go somewhere in a taxi. That's a lot. But they must have been going far away. Oh, okay, so here we have a destination. We have Coach going from New York to Calgary, Canada, maybe? Calgary? I don't know. But somewhere far where it cost $7. And that was a lot way back when. I'm just saying. But let's say, okay, this is a pretty piece, probably too flimsy to be on its own, but I thought I'd make just a quick and easy belly band. See how it magically just fits the page? Isn't that wonderful? But it's not quite thick enough. You know, I mean, it's going to have a little bit of something going on there with it. So I thought maybe I'd give it something to rest on. And maybe I just have this book page here. I believe somebody gifted me this book page, so thank you very much. I think that looks kind of cool, but I thought, okay, well, let's do a tube. Let's do a quick tube just for fun. Okay, we'll just go like that. Okay, make sure your tops and your bottoms are measured up. So I'm basically giving this something to glue onto so it's a little bit stronger. And if your junk journal is already full, and I haven't even begun to stuff this one. This one is like naked in my mind. You have to be a little bit, you can get a bulldog clip and just hold this big section so that it's easier to work over here. Some people prefer to decorate their junk journal ahead of time, the pages, and then assemble the junk journal. I've tried it both ways, and for some reason this is my preferred way, but do what is more comfortable for you, whatever you would like to do. You don't have to super stuff your junk journals. That's just a look I don't know, I just like to just shove a lot of stuff in them now. And if you've seen any of my older videos, I didn't do that before. No, so this is just something I've kind of moved towards over time. You can roll the glue off if you move quickly, especially if you have dirty little inky fingers and you made a mess. Okay, here we go. We're removing. Oh, now we have a nice little age stain on here, which I think kind of adds itself to the old. Let me show you the old world look of the paper. Look at that. My glue smudge is now my friend. I tell myself. And then we go here. So we have that, and that is strangely pretty close to the right length, but I think I need to do a little trimming. So I am just going to trim a little hair off the bottom. There seems to be more white on the bottom of this. There, so that's good. Now we want to get you on here. Okay, that's good. That's kind of cool. You could do something maybe with more contrast, but I like the way the black and the beige are here and the black and beige here. I'm just going to roll with that. I think that's kind of nice. Now, are you too long? You are. You're too long. I'm too long. I'm too long. Okay, now I think I'm going to take a little bit of this edge off. I don't want to, but I think I'm going to. Now, it broke very easily, so that's okay. Yeah, we'll put that in a cluster or something after. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so technically you could do two, but since this paper, like you could have one here and one here, but since this is a little fragile, not flagell, that's a medicine, fragile. I have my plastic teeth in, so I might sound funny, sorry. Okay, we're just going to gingerly, and it's easier to get the edges if you woofed off the edge like that to the corners. A little tip there, if you're working with glue sticks and stuff, use those to, oh, you should probably do this on a piece of paper that you don't want to get glued. Now I have glue all over the place, of course, but I kind of like it like that. And then I'll just work that stuff into the design, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, ready? All right, we're here. Now we can get this so it has more contrast. Yeah, sure. We still have this damp, wet. See, it's even tearing there because it got wet, but it'll be fine. And just do the edges, just to give it a little bit of demarcation, amplification against the sort of a, I don't know if you can see it really well, but sort of a bluish green dye paper, very light in color. And white paper is fine. You don't have to have dyed paper, but that's just going to make it pop a little bit more. See that? Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. You know what I even want to do? I don't know why I just do, but I'm going to do it. Where is my black? I feel like I want to put the north and the south. Did I use the wrong dauber for black before? I don't remember. Okay, so this is the black soot. And I'm just going to ink the ends because I really want the ends to be darker. Yeah, so it looks like it's put in place there. Yeah, and that will pick up some of the black from over here too, which I think will cross-reference nicely. I'm going to pull it all together. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. Now we're like super fancy. Okay? All right, so easy. Using up what you have. Got those book pages. Those fiction novels we're just completely done with, and everybody else has read them, or they're in the discard pile at the library. Put them to good use. Have some fun with them. It's okay. It's paper. All right, there we go. Just kind of eyeball. You can measure it. Have fun. Okay. And there we go. We're just going to let that dry. So I think that completes number 4. And let's just do a quick review again, if I can find them again. Why don't I mark them? Who? Why? Hello? Okay. The wraparound, the easiest technique. Very simple way to do it. Of your old ledger. Oh, a little big here. Let me just smoosh out a little bit. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. And we're, oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. All right, and then the second one. Do you remember the second one? It was classified, right? Yeah, we're gonna go in the second. Checking for classified. Here it is. The broken ledger page. Kind of cool. Little snippets of it. Amplifying it with the Aquarelle Stabilo pencil. Signature number 3. And the signatures are just these little mini books inside a book. So this is one signature. See that? It's like one little booklet inside the book. And then I don't even remember what we did. Do you remember? See, that's the way it happens. You're going along and you're just, oh yeah, the upsy downsy tucks. So if we wanted to, maybe you are going to go in here. I think I like you there. That's going to hold nicely now. And that is number 3. Oh my goodness, we have moved right along. And now we're into signature number 4. And we're going to take a quick peek-a-rooney at where, what'd we do? Who remembers? Oh, gluey, they're going to have to fix that later. That's the way it is with junk journals. Sometimes you got to go back in and you know, find out where your glue was not supposed to stick. That looks like where we're headed, but on the other side. And I think we made a belly band, right? There we go. I'm getting close to you. I feel like, oh yeah, here we are. The belly band. I think you're dry now. We can probably put something wonderful in there. Oh, this is very nice. Isn't that beautiful? I think I was showing you this the other day, but that birthday greeting card. I'm just going to tuck that in there. How pretty is that? A little pink splash back there. Or whatever. Maybe you're going to have an old magazine page or an interesting article or a picture or a greeting card or whatever you find interesting back there. But there's so many fun things to make and tuck into your junk journal. See, we have not even begun to stuff, and she's already like this. Okay, she sits like that right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not even close, Sally. You got a lot of ways to go yet. Okay. We'll take a look at you later. Okay. Put you over here. Oh. Got a little problem there. Mama dragged it through. Let's see if it'll. I ran it over my classified stamp. Let me see if I can save it with a. Now that's water soluble ink, and that's on paint. So I don't know. This is a baby wipe here. Seeing if we can save the day. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. We might have saved the day. Oh boy, that was easy out of that one. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. All right, so make sure you work on a clean space and have clean fingers. Good luck. And if something happens, you just work it into your design. That's right. That's what you do. And don't throw it into the trash bin. No, you just give it another breath of relief and carry on and just put something over it. Okay, so there you go, folks. So if you have not signed up for my free monthly email newsletter, please do, because you get a free digital image emailed every month, a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, and you can change the wording or the format on that and make it your own or use it as is with my blessing. You can also get a page list of ideas, right? You get the whole page list, so you can start creating many things, many different ways. You also get a list of junk journal supplies, junk journal tips from me, peeks at my new Digikits coming out, and any updates from the Paper Outpost, things that are going on, fun things to stay abreast of early in the game, just in case. You never know where we're going. And then what, Sunny? Oh yeah, here, see, Sunshine. Do you want to come on over and say something? Yes, I would like to say something. Okay, do you have anything planned? No? This is, get me in position, Mama. I'm going to start, hello, everybody. This is Sunshine, extemporally. Yeah, it's a big word for me. This is ad-lib Sunshine. This is Sunshine just winging it today. Yeah, no public service announcement, no pup date, but I can tell I'm asleep. I am asleep. Hello, big boy. How are you? Okay, what did you do today? Okay, I'll give you a rundown. Okay, we went for a walk. And then Daddy took me to the coffee shop. And then Daddy took me to the dry cleaner. And then Daddy took me to the car wash. Car wash? Did you say car wash? It's like my favorite... What's that? It's like my favorite place ever. I love the car wash. I love all the brushes. I love the foaming. I love the way the guy teases me at the front with the foamy brush. He always teases me. Is he over there? He could be. Who's that? What is that? Oh, hello. Is there anybody else here? Why am I looking at this box? But yeah, the car wash. That's one of my favorite places. Thanks, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye. Okay, thank you, son. Yep. He loves the car wash, and he loves the coffee shop. Let's just say he loves to go out. And so there you go, folks. If you don't know, I also have a podcast, and it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I talk about junk journals, paper crafting, life of a crafter, and answering your crafty questions. And also, I have video podcasts, salt and peppered on the other days of the week in there. So there's always something to listen to if you're traveling about and you're just thinking junk journals and, you know, maybe you're tired of listening to the news and you want to listen to something else. Come on along. I'd love to go along for the ride with you. And I have an Etsy shop if you're looking for journals or bundles, Digikits, FUNDLEs, print and mail, Digikits, all of those are available in my Etsy shop. All the links are in the drop-down description box below. I have an Amazon shop if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies. And also I have a merchandise shop. If you like the phrase create with reckless abandon and you'd like to have that for yourself or for a loved one on a cup or a mug, or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a zipped hoodie, tote bag, I got you covered. Links are down below. And also you can find me on Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Facebook group, and come and join our Facebook group. We have a very kind and caring team over there of admin and mods who are helping us keep it a happy and safe place, focused on creating weekly and monthly challenges, and also seeing what you guys make from these videos, which is so cool. Actually, I make the challenges, and right now this concept seems to be going very well. People seem to like it and they're participating a lot, but I give you 3 prompts and just see what you make. And it's just mind-blowing to see the creativity that's out there. So thank you everybody who is posting and sharing what you make. I'm really seeing some amazing things. So so full of inspiration and giving us all brand new ideas. So thank you for that. Keeping this community alive and well and growing, and I think it's always a wonderful thing when we can teach each other how to do things or make things or create things, like books, special books, art books, doodle books, quote books, poem books, recipe books, journals, junk journals, glue books, smash books, commonplace books, you name it, any kind of book, we can make it, we can play, we can have fun, and make sure you remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. And if you got any old ledger hanging around, have some fun with it today. Take care, everyone. Bye.